Hi there, I'm Sam from Healthy Hints, and I'm bringing you Yoga for Anxiety. These poses will help you breathe deeply and open your chest and lungs to help you relieve stressful thoughts and make you feel confident and relaxed. So grab your mat and let's get started. Starting off on your hands and knees in tabletop position, pressing the ground away. Extend your left leg back and up and right arm forward. We're doing bird dogs just to give you some core stability. Switching sides, right leg goes back and up, left arm reaches forward. We're going to be doing 3 on each side. Coming back to center, make sure your core is engaged this whole time and your hips aren't wobbling around. I should be able to set a glass on your tailbone and it won't fall over. Remembering to breathe throughout all of these. Good. Coming back, tuck your toes. Lift your hips up and back. I keep my knees bent to get my tailbone up nice and high, and then when I'm ready, I extend my legs. Relaxing the shoulders. Keep your heels off the ground. Come forward into a plank. Lower to your knees if you want. All the way down into chaturanga, and then lifting your chest, baby cobra pose. Tuck your toes, press back up, and then back into downward facing dog. Coming on down to child's pose, rest here for a little bit, and then come forward into that tabletop position. Keep your hips over your knees, arms go out nice and long, and sink your chest down to the ground. Puppy pose. We're starting to open up the shoulders and the chest for back bends and opening up that heart, opening up the lungs. And coming back, we're going to lift back up into downward facing dog. Lift the right leg up. Bring it forward in between the hands. Left heel stays up. Draw your stomach in, lift your chest. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Guide your hands back and down your thigh while lifting your chest and rolling the shoulders back. Crescent pose while we're opening up those shoulders, that chest, breathing deeply. Coming back down to center, sliding the right foot back. Left leg reaches up and comes forward in between the hands. Lifting the chest, core is engaged. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Slide the hands down the thighs as far as you can while lifting your chest and breathing. Coming all the way down, downward facing dog. Come forward into your plank. If you want, you can come down to your knees, lower into that chaturanga, lifting the chest, cobra pose. And coming back, pressing up to your plank, and then back into downward facing dog. Bend the knees, come on down, child's pose. And then sitting on up. Come all the way up to standing and take a nice wide stance. Turn your left toes in, right toes out. Rotate the chest. Arms come up overhead, opening up, palms face down, Bend that right knee, sink into those hips, warrior two. Energetically, warrior two helps to make you feel stronger and confident. And coming back up. Right toes in, left toes out again. Rotating your chest, lifting your arms, opening them up, palms face down. Sink into that left leg. Warrior two. Core is engaged. Feet are grounded into the mat. It should feel like you're tearing the mat in two. Shoulders are relaxed down the back. No stress. Breathing and relaxing. I'm bending the knee, coming back up. We're going to have a seat on the ground. If you need a blocker or a blanket here, more than welcome to put that underneath you. Interlace the fingers behind the back like we did in crescent pose. Bring the hands down to the ground and then lifting the chest. Your hands can go anywhere on your mat or even on a block if that feels more comfortable to you. Breathing into these poses. Now you're going to bring your left leg forward and sit both sits bones down on the mat and the right heel be by the right butt cheek. And then lower yourself down as far as you can so we open up the quad. Half hero's pose. And just breathe into the pose. Watch your breath as you inhale and exhale. And then coming back, switching sides, making sure that left heel is by the left butt cheek, lowering yourself down. Breathing and relaxing. And coming back up. Sitting on both heels, knees should be hip width distance apart. You're going to sit up on your knees. You can put a blanket underneath your knees if you need to. Hands come to your hips. I like to lift my chest up. You're going to press on your tailbone forward as you arch up and over. You can tuck your toes to grab your heels. This is camel pose. You can untuck the heels to go deeper. Again, go as far as your body will let you. Pay attention and breathe. These will feel uncomfortable. If there is too much pain, please come out. Nice and slowly. That was one of two of our big back bends. We're going to come on down. Rest in a child's pose. Hands are down by the side. Coming on up, we're going to lay down on our stomachs now. We're going to do our second big back bend. You're going to want to lift your chest, draw your stomach in, bend the right leg, grab the inside of the foot, then bend the left leg and grab the inside of the foot. Bow pose. You're going to pull against your hands and pull against your feet. You want opposite actions going to give you the most lift. Breathe. When you're ready, you can come on down, turning the head, relaxing. And pressing back into child's pose. Go ahead and grab your blanket and block. And placing it on your mat at whatever height is comfortable to you. Bring your right leg out straight to the side, left leg tucks in. Flex the foot, grab your block, put it by your shin. Reach that right arm up and over and place the elbow on the block. You can go at whatever height you need to. And then rotate the chest towards your left knee. You can interlace your fingers behind your head and point your left elbow up. Making sure to breathe. You can always lower a block down if you need to. Once you get settled into the pose, going a little deeper. We're just doing a couple counter poses after those big back bends to help relax your spine. Switching sides. Left leg goes out, right leg tucks in. Reaching up on that left side, placing the elbow down on the block. Whatever level is comfortable to you. You can interlace the fingers behind your head or bring it down to your thigh and just rotate away from your leg and towards your right knee. Coming down to another level if you need to. Breathing and relaxing into these poses. And coming on up. You're going to lay down on your mat. You can use your blanket as your pillow. We're going to do some breathing exercises here. Feet go as wide as your mat, knees come together, and get comfy. We're going to do pranayama breathing. So you're going to inhale for a count of 8. Hold for 2 counts, and then exhale to a 4 count and hold at the bottom for 2 counts before inhaling again. And repeating this a couple times just to help relax your body, clean out any old energy sitting in. I always like to have my hands on my belly and watch my belly rise as I count to 8. And then as it falls as I count to 4. After a couple times, come on down to shavasana. Legs go out nice and long, hands come down by the side. closing your eyes and relaxing. Then whenever you're ready, start to wiggle fingers and toes, and bending a knee at a time. Rolling over to your right for a couple breaths. And whenever you're ready, come on up to a seated position. And take a few deep breaths here. Then bring your hands to your heart, thumbs lift the chest and bow the head. Namaste. Thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and please stay tuned for more.